Alrighty, so I have all my face stuff done. I've got my foundation, my concealer, my brows are done, and then I just set my concealer and a little bit on my face where I get really oily. So now that that's all done, I'm going to jump into the eyes next because that's kind of like the focal point. They're going to be super dark, super blacked out, so I'm going to show you how to get that done. So first things first, I'm going to need to bake a little bit under my eye because we're going to be using a ton of black and I don't want to mess up the rest of my face, so I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I already set under my eyes with the Rimmel Stay Matte, but I'm just going to be doing this to catch any of the really dark shadow that we're about to be using. You can kind of create a line. But as you can see, kind of like that. So this is going to be a really dark black smoky eye. So I'm going to start by lining my eyes with my Milani black eyeliner pencil. I'm going in the top of my waterline because I'm going to be throwing on lashes later. So I don't want them to stand out. And then I'm going to be taking the same eyeliner and I'm going to be lining the top of my eye, but I'm going to be kind of like messy and a little smudgy with this because we're going to be putting the black eyeshadow and the dark brown eyeshadows on top. So I'm going to smudge this line out like crazy. So you can go pretty thick if you want to just draw it all the way up, like so. So I'm just going to take like a flat eyeshadow brush, like you can see here, and I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. You can use whatever eyeshadows you want. You really just need like a black and a dark brown. So in this palette, I'm pretty much going to be using this bottom right corner here. She's got a super black and then some dark browns, and I might even just go into my crease a little bit with some like warmer tones, some warmer mattes. Just to really blend everything out, but I'm going to start with that black first. A little goes a long way, so be very careful when you're working with black. We might have a lot of fallout, so that's what the powder is for. So I'm sort of patting this on the liner first to make sure that it has something to stick to, and then I'm really just going to kind of go to town smudging it out and blending it up. Remember, this is like a skeleton look, so you want your eyes to look like pretty sunken in. And then I'm just taking like a round, pretty dense crease brush, and I'm going to be taking the dark brown and blending that above the black. I've done this look before, so I'm pretty comfortable. You may want to start with a lot less than this at first and sort of build your way up to it. Taking a looser crease brush, and I'm going to be using an even lighter brown just to go over the top of that. And I'm sort of bringing this down. Don't be afraid to take this sort of like inside the eye here, because we're eventually going to be flicking this up to give sort of like a furrowed brow look, like a little bit of like an angry look. So bring this over and up sort of like into your brow bone, and then I'm sort of kind of blending it all in here. Normally this is where the light part would go, but we want this to get really dark because you'll see I'm about to take these colors and just go up with it. So now I'm taking the dark brown again, and I'm going over that in the inner corner here, and I'm going to start taking this up. Again, start lighter if you're a little bit nervous, because you can always build up to it. And we're just going straight up right here and kind of over your eyebrow. And you can take the color that you have left in your brush and you want to contour your nose a little. That's awesome. It just helps blend everything in further. Like that. Perfect. Okay, so that's about like where I want it to be. really dark, but really like smoked out and blended, and we've got this like little brow going. So I'm just taking a big powder brush and brushing that away. You can bring it down to your face if you want, but you'll see the powder kind of allows me to just make that sharp line there, which is really nice. So now I'm going to take a really tight smudge brush, like you can see, and I'm going to take that black color and go right under my lower lash line. When you're bringing this lash line up, I'm sort of flicking out to almost make a little bit like of a wing. Cool, now I'm going to take a little bit of like a bigger smudge brush, but this is still pretty dense. I actually love this. It's by Morphe. I'm not sure what number it is, but this is awesome. I always use this to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of dark brown next, but also maybe like a hint of black because I really want to take this lower lash line and blow it out pretty far. Coming up, you always want to meet this line, so it's all blended. My fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to be taking what's left on it and maybe a little bit more of that lighter brown and just going over this black towards the bottom just to kind of make it melt into my skin a little bit more. I just want to make this transition look like as smooth as possible. Cool, so that's about where I want it to be. Really blown out but also blended together, and now I'm just going to do a black eyeliner on my waterline, which will help this a lot. Okay, so now's the fun part. Now I'm going to move on to these cut cheekbones. This is a super simple, easy cheekbone that I'm doing. A lot of people do these like really complicated designs, and I ain't got time for that shit. So we're going to make this super simple. You're basically going to follow the line of your cheekbone and then just drag it down a little bit. Like right around here is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start again light. I'm going to do a light brown, a dark brown, and then I'm going to go in with black just to make this transition as smooth as possible. So I think I'm actually going to use my crease brush to sort of start my line out just so I know where it goes. And you can sort of like look at yourself in the mirror to make sure that it's like where you want it to be falling. Sort of like that and that. Go hella light when you're using the black and dark brown. I'm going to be taking like a Morphe contour brush. It's a little bit bigger. This is going to help kind of smooth out because it looks a little bit crazy right now. I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be going pretty ham with my medium and dark shade. You want to just use this bigger brush to make this a smoother transition. And you're also going to be taking this darkest color and putting it right at the edge of your forehead. This is going to give it that like sunken skull look. So you can lightly pat or you can rub in. I'll add some black over this part. This got a little too like muddy down here, so I'm going to use some powder and maybe a little concealer to lighten it up. We're going to go over this. So something along those lines. You can kind of do the nose however you want to do it. I can't draw a straight line for shit, so this is probably like the best I'm going to do. And now I'm just going to dust away this powder. which sort of cleaned up my line a little bit there. Loving this. So now I just want to go a little bit darker on my forehead because I forgot to add some black in there, so I'm going back in with black eyeshadow. Yep. Little bit goes a long fucking way. And now the hard part, the teeth, which I'm the worst part at drawing, so I'm going to be using my black eyeliner to draw everything out. You can just do simple lines if you want, if that's the easiest thing. Now I'm going to take some black or really dark lipstick and go in the inside here. I Makeup Forever, and it's called Rouge Artiste Intense 49. Super dark. Now I'm just going to pop on some lashes and then mascara, and then we're done. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes. They are the Scarletts from Huda Beauty, and then I also added this like white detail. It's just an Urban Decay white eyeliner pencil just to make them look a little bit more like teeth. You can see the lashes, and I popped on my little Sugar Skull headband. Sorry, my hair is a mess. It's but you can clearly see my eyelashes underneath. So I'm taking my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara, which is my favorite, and I'm just going to be brushing my lashes with the mascara into the falsies. And that's the finished look with the lashes on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this tutorial. Please give this a like if you enjoyed. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Emma Capotis Beauty. And don't forget to subscribe before you go. I really appreciate it. And I will be coming out with a lot more videos like this in the next month leading up to Halloween. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.